High blood pressure or hypertension is one of the most dangerous and misunderstood health conditions in the world. It affects more than 1 billion people globally, and yet most don't even know they have it. Why? Because in most cases it has no obvious symptoms. It creeps up quietly, slowly, until one day, it causes a stroke, a heart attack, kidney failure, or worse. But here's the thing, your body does talk to you, just not always in the way you'd expect. In this video, we're going to break down 10 silent or subtle symptoms of high blood pressure. These aren't the kind of red flags you'll see on a billboard. These are the whispers your body gives before it shouts. So if you care about your long-term health, or someone you love, stick with me. Because this could be the warning that saves a life. Headaches are incredibly common. Most people blame them on stress, dehydration, screen time, but persistent early morning headaches? That's different. High blood pressure can cause the blood vessels in the brain to become irritated or inflamed. This creates a dull, pressure-like pain, especially at the back of the head or behind the eyes. It might not feel extreme. In fact, it might just feel like you're waking up in a fog every day. But if it keeps happening, especially in the mornings, it's time to check your numbers. Have you ever felt mentally drained even though you've done nothing all day, like your brain just won't switch on? When your blood pressure is high, your heart and brain don't communicate as efficiently. That means less oxygen and nutrients make it to the brain, and you're left with low mental energy, sluggishness, and even confusion. This kind of fatigue doesn't go away with coffee or naps. It lingers, and it can make daily tasks feel overwhelming. It's subtle, but serious. Your eyes have some of the most delicate blood vessels in your body, and they're often the first to show signs of damage from high blood pressure. Blurred vision, dark spots, floaters, or sensitivity to light may be signs of hypertensive retinopathy, where high blood pressure damages the retina. This can eventually lead to permanent vision loss if untreated. So if your eyesight suddenly changes, don't just chalk it up to getting older. Have your eyes and blood pressure checked. Breathlessness is something people usually associate with asthma, being out of shape, or anxiety, but high blood pressure can cause your heart to thicken or stiffen, reducing its ability to pump blood efficiently. This may result in fluid buildup in the lungs, making you feel winded from simple things like climbing stairs, walking, or even just lying flat. Shortness of breath isn't something to ignore. It could mean your heart is working too hard. Nosebleeds by themselves aren't always alarming, but frequent or unexplained nosebleeds could mean your blood pressure is spiking dangerously high. Why? Because high pressure inside the arteries can cause tiny capillaries in the nose to burst. If you're not in a dry climate, haven't been picking your nose, and still get nosebleeds often, it might be time for a checkup. That fluttering feeling in your chest, like your heart is skipping or racing, that's called a palpitation. And when it's paired with high blood pressure, it can signal arrhythmias, like atrial fibrillation, which increases your risk of stroke dramatically. Even if it only lasts a few seconds or happens once in a while, it's not something to ignore. Your heart might be struggling under pressure. Chest pain isn't always sharp. Sometimes it feels like tightness, heaviness, or even a band around your chest. When high blood pressure limits blood flow to the heart, you may experience angina, a warning sign that the heart muscle isn't getting enough oxygen. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's not right. If you feel pressure in your chest that worsens with exertion or stress, stop what you're doing, and seek help immediately. You probably don't check your urine that often, but maybe you should. High blood pressure can damage the filtering units of the kidneys, causing microscopic bleeding. Sometimes this blood is invisible to the naked eye and only shows up in urine tests. Other times it's visible. Either way, blood in the urine is never normal. It could be a sign your kidneys are already taking damage. Facial flushing, that sudden warmth and redness in the cheeks, can happen from stress, alcohol, or embarrassment. But when it happens frequently or randomly, it could point to sudden spikes in blood pressure. These spikes may not be consistent enough to show up during a regular doctor's visit, but they are harmful over time. If you find yourself flushing often, especially without cause, take note. Feeling dizzy when you stand up? Lightheaded throughout the day? This could mean your blood pressure is fluctuating, either too high, too low, or just poorly regulated. Dizziness is your body telling you something's off with blood flow to the brain. Some people ignore this, thinking it's dehydration or hunger, but chronic dizziness deserves attention, especially if you're over 40 or have a family history of hypertension. So, here's the truth. Most people with high blood pressure feel nothing at all. That's what makes it so dangerous. But if you're experiencing even one or two of these symptoms consistently, it's time to act. Get your blood pressure checked. Talk to your doctor. Make lifestyle changes like reducing salt, managing stress, and staying active. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. Your body may not scream, but it does whisper. Don't wait for a heart attack to find out something was wrong. Be proactive. You only get one heart. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It really helps us reach more people. And if you care about your health or someone else's, subscribe for more content like this. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a life-saving video. And let us know in the comments, have you ever experienced any of these symptoms? Stay healthy, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.